Hey everybody, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 9th of November and we are now live in New York session over here. So let's get started. So over here I have opened GBP JPY chart at this point and let's just analyze it. So so now at 5 p.m. let me just check. Yeah. So New York session will be opening in 36 minutes. That means 6:30 Indian time. Yeah. So right now the market is just consolidating since yesterday and it hasn't moved much today. So let's see where we can actually take a trade. So this is around 14 pips of range. This range is about 14 pips. So above 153.478 we have a range of 14 pips, 15 pips actually. So the range is good, and below this area, let me just see. So this candle is about to close in 5 minutes. Yeah, there is no range. Okay, perfect. So we have a clean range below this area and the range is pretty good, I think. Yeah, the range is 21 pips, 20 to 21 pips. So now the no trade zone is pretty much bigger. Okay, so but it's all absolutely fine because we have to be really clear where what will be the ranges for us to take the trade, right? So that's why we need to be very clear about in this range. Okay, I'm gonna take a trade in this particular range. So right now this whole area from 153.478 to 152.959 is a no trade zone for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just wait for a candle to break and close above this area above 153.478. Let me just see how this looks in 15 minutes. Alright, so in 15 minutes we have a problem over here at this point. So range becomes smaller, like 12 pips if I take a trade in 15 minutes. But I need to be very careful because if I don't wait for a candle to close above this area, then a candle might go up to this level and can reject this level possibly and starts to go down, retrace back. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for a candle to close above this area to take buys. And if we talk about sells over here, then I'm gonna wait for a candle to close below 152.959 to execute sells. And this whole area is a no trade zone for me. In this area the market will be just consolidating for me. And one more thing, above 153.631 we have this extremely good range, not this one, let me just check. Yeah, this is 13 pips of range. We can try taking trade in this range as well. Yeah, and above this area we have extremely huge clean range. So now let's see where the market will be moving. Hey Nishil, how are you? And if I talk about EuroCAD, okay, let's talk about EuroCAD later, and let's have a look at GBP JPY over here. So basically what's happening over here is I can see support forming over here, like trendline support forming over here at this point, and I can see resistance forming over here. So now the market is moving inside a triangle, you can say, and let's just mark these areas over here. So market has created a low over here and market has created a high over here, right? So now if this current 4-hour candle moves up, break the high of the previous 4-hour candle, the chance of going up is really high. And in this area, let me just readjust this line over here at this point. So market went down, make some rejections over here. We have a support at this point. Market went down, tested the support, created some liquidity grab. This candle went up, this candle also creating a rejection over here by flipping back up. So chances of going up is high at this point. Also in the 1 hour, market went down again below this inside this triangle, but it went up again by breaking above this trend line, and now it's maintaining its price above, right? So now it can move up to this level over here and finally break this level to move up, to correct this move. And if we look at the 30 minutes, 30 minutes is also good over here, like okay, yeah. So let's see if the market can break above this trend line or not. Okay, so if I talk about monthly is difficult to say that it will go up or down, I don't know. So if I talk about weekly, then I still think that weekly candle will be retracing back down. But if I look at daily, then the yesterday's candle closed above this rejection zone, right, which is coming from the left. So now this becomes a fake out, and the current daily candle is rejecting all the lower prices by moving up. Okay, so it's doing the same thing like the 4-hour is doing, and if the current daily candle breaks the high, it can move up to this level because we have this clean candle to the left. So I think buys will be more better idea than sells. And if we talk about the volume zones over here, let's see. Okay, so yesterday we had a area at this point from where the market has just rejected, and we had an area down over here, like this was a low volume area. So today market went down and volume was low in this area, so market went up again. Now it's trying to maintain its price above, like a staircase, right? So possibly it can and it will. Yeah, it will reject the area and move up, I think. Hey Saransh, how are you, buddy? Can't we wait for 153.760 to break on GJ? 153.760. 760. This area? Yeah, we can wait. I mean, these two ranges are the ranges. I will see whether I want to trade these ranges or not. And in both these ranges, I'm gonna wait for a candle to close above these areas, right? So also it can also happen that if I will wait for a candle to close above, a candle will not close and it just goes straight away to the next zone, right? So I will miss this opportunity over here. So I'm gonna wait for a proper confirmations inside these ranges over here. Okay, Saransh sent a chart over here on Discord. Let me just show it to everybody. This is EuroCAD 1.44383. Saransh, what are you planning to do over here? I cannot understand that. So if you can mark what will be the area above which you will be buying the market, or what will be the area below which you will be selling the market. So just mark those areas, label those areas, and just send again. Okay, selling opportunity on EuroCAD. I'm saying about selling was because it's breaking down the support. Okay, let's just check. Okay, this area you are talking about. I get it. I get it. So this candle closed below this area. This candle created a higher wick. It's about to break the low. If that happens, it can move down to this level. Yes, so this is a good opportunity over here. Let's just check if there is any news today or not. But yes, this is a good opportunity, and most probably market will correct this move over here by moving down. Let's just check the bigger time frames. Okay, so we are anticipating sells over here. It's really, difficult to trade EuroCAD right now. Yeah, but by looking at the bigger time frames, I can say that it should move down, and this move should be corrected. But the thing is, previous candle closed with no wick. And the previous one I candle also closed with a huge rejection over here. But the 15-minute candle finally closed below this area. Okay. Because it can retrace back down, break the low, but finally reject this area and go up again. That can also be the case over here. And we got around 23 minutes left for the New York session to open. Okay, it just broke the low over here. Okay, I'm gonna sell once it breaks the low of the previous candle. Let me just check the news first. No such news. Oh, it rejected that area. Yeah, I thought the same thing over here. That's why this wick is really important. Hmm. Hey brother, good morning. And yeah, if this idea credit goes to Saranch over here, because I was not looking at EuroCAD, so he found it. So once this candle breaks this price over here, it should be moving down. Okay, so get ready guys. Look, this can be a losing trade as well. I don't know, but according to me, it should be coming down because that will be the filling the symmetry to the left. So once it break its own low and then it break the price we want it to break, the chances of going down will increase. Took a sell trade over here at this point, keeping stops at high of the current 15-minute 30-minute candle. Took sell over here. Exact price is 1.44009. This price over here. Keeping stops above the high of the current candle. TP is set at 10 pips. Yeah, at the low over here. Because I really think that it should be going down to fill this symmetry over here. But anything can happen at this point. Now the volume will play its role only. If there will be volume, then this candle should be moving all the way down, and if there will not be volume, then this will be rejecting this area and go up. Let's see. Yeah, it looks really good, and I think it should be moving down. Yeah, 4 hour is just trash over here. Since previous candle doesn't have wick on EuroCAD, it can create problem. Yeah, but the current 30-minute candle also broke it, and it also broke this low as well. So this was my confirmation. Otherwise, I would have just took the trade once this candle broke this wick over here. Plus, I really think that 15-minute, this 15-minute closed down over here, and this 15-minute created a higher wick. Okay, guys, get ready to manage the risk over here. I'm gonna close half once it cross above its open price to manage the risk, because we are not anticipating it to move up once it breaks this low, but it did, so that's why. I just hope that this candle continues to move all the way down. I just want this candle to close below this area. If this candle closes below this area, then the next candle should be moving all the way down. And guys, I'm gonna close everything at 10 pips, like everything, because below this area we have problems. So right now profit hasn't started in my account because of the spreads. I'm still 0.5 pips away. So it needs to maintain its price below this area like 40 seconds more. Let's see. Finally it just entered the profits 1 pip. I'm in 1 pip profit right now. Oh shit, I think. Oh, previous 15-minute candle just closed with no wick. That's really. Let's see if this candle just moves down with volume or not. Okay, I'm in 2 pips of profit right now. And this previous candle closed below this area, so I think it should be good to go down. This is 1 hour. 1 hour is having 15 minutes left, and 15 minutes. Okay, 45 minute looks good too. 15, yeah, 15 is moving up. So I really want this current 15-minute candle to grab liquidity from here, like it just did the same thing, and I want this candle to flip back down, break its own low, and continue moving down. Because if that doesn't happen, and this candle maintain its price above this area, then it will be a really big problem. Yeah, it's doing this thing over here. No, it really needs to fight over here if it wants to continue down. Good morning, Brandon. How are you? I just want this 15-minute candle to break its own low. Once that happens, this candle should be continue moving down. Sorry. 10 more seconds remaining. Let's see how this candle will be closing. So 5-minute candle closed with a huge rejection. That's really good. Let's see if this 5-minute candle breaks the low of the previous candle and continue moving down. So right now I'm running in 2 pips again. Let's see. I just want this candle. Okay, finally 3 pips running in profit right now. Let's go to bigger time frames. Yeah, 3.5 pips running up. I'm just worried about the 4-hour time frame at this point. But if I look at the daily and the weekly, it really looks nice. Yeah, 4 also broke the low of the previous 4-hour. So this is also good. Okay, running in 4.4 pips at this point. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift the stops at high of this 5-minute candle, which is placed at 1.44040. So it went down almost in 5 pips. Okay, so if it goes back to break even, I'm gonna close half to manage the risk. So I have reduced the stops by keeping it at high of this 5-minute, and I have it went down, and now if I close half at break even, if it goes opposite, right, by rejecting these areas over here, then automatically my risk has been already reduced too much over here. So I'm ready to close half at break even, but I really want this candle to go down, but this rejection, I really don't like this. Let's have a look at 30 minutes. 30-minute really looks good. Like, it can again retrace back, because this is the symmetry it's completing right now. So again 4.5 pips at this point, running up 5.2. I'm gonna close everything once this candle hits the TP over here. Six pips running up. Or what I can do is I can close 90%. Yeah, I'm gonna close 90% over here. 6.5 pips running up. Yeah, it should continue moving down. It's crossing this high volume area. This candle is about to close in 6 minutes. Oh. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the stops above the high of the current 15-minute candle, because this candle has moved all the way down. So not anticipating that this candle will reject these prices and move all the way up. So now I have reduced the stops to 1 pip only, 1.44019. 1.44019. Yeah. So now if the market continues to move down, it will be good and we will be hitting the TP soon. But if the market starts to reject these lower prices and starts to reject this area, then we will be only losing 1 pip. Plus, we will not be losing also 1 pip also, because I'm gonna close half at break even and the rest of the half will hit the 1 pip. So this is how I reduce the risk from here to here, by reducing the stops from 5-minute time frame, then I reduce the stops to 15-minute time frame. So yeah, let's see how this will be going. 3 minutes left. I just want 30-minute candle to be closing, to be, it should be closing strongly for the next 30 minutes to continue down. I think it will be continue moving down to this level. But for that it really needs some heavy volume. Yeah, these candles are problems over here. Nothing in GBP right now. In 1 minute there will be Euro news, like it's just a medium news. After 1 hour there will be Fed speech. This news might make a little bit of impact on EuroCAD. Get ready, everybody. We may need to close half once it gets back to break even. Like the way it's moving right now, it's not good. Volatility is coming up in the market. I hope the news take the candles all the way down in one single push so that we can hit 10 pips, or it will do the opposite thing. Let's see. It's just speed, so it can do anything. 10 seconds remaining over here, and market is pushing the price down right now. Alright, let's see. So 30-minute candle closed like a strong candle over here, and the current 30-minute candle is retracing back up, and it might reject this level over here because at this point we have a rejection at this point, right? So this candle should continue down, breaking its own low and breaking the low of the previous candle, and finally we'll reach our TP. Let's see if this, okay, it just broke 7.4 pips running up. Nice. So this candle broke the low over here. It's moving up. So now if this 30-minute candle break its own low, it will take the market down, and that's what we want. But for that it really needs to break its own low. Running in 6 pips again. Oh, again rejecting. I might close everything at break even because I don't like the way it's moving now. Let's see 1 hour candle, what 1 hour candle is doing. Yeah, 1 hour candle broke the low of the previous 1 hour candle, and the problem is the previous 1 hour candle closed at this support. Look, So this is what I don't like over here, because if the previous candle would have just closed below this support, then and the current one candle broke the low, it could have just continue moving down, right? But right now, the way it just closed the previous candle, it can be really dangerous. So yeah, I'm gonna close everything at break even, because I don't want to lose anything in this trade. It went down almost in 7 to 8 pips, but if it goes back to break even, I'm gonna close everything. But by looking at the symmetry, I really think that 30 minutes should be moving down. And also there is New York open now, so with New York session volume, the price can really move down. Everybody is holding the trade, right? Who all are holding the trade, and who closed the trade over here? At least now we are not gonna lose anything in this trade. I really like this thing. Now the stress has gone away. It's just that we just need to wait for the market to move down or move up to make the decision. Okay, so here the previous candle over here closed below this area, and the current one candle is rejecting this area and can move down. Yes. But for that, it really need to have some volume, but there is no volume right now, nothing at all. If it breaks its own low, then it should be going down to fill the wick to the left. Like, yeah, it can move down at 3 to 4 pips more, and with volume also it can move all the way down. Let's see, 6.3 pips running up. Let's see if it can break its own low or not. Yeah, 4 hour is good, looking good over here. Okay, it's trying to go down again with New York volume. Let's see. Come on, EuroCAD. Come on, come on. Again, rejection, rejection. Let's have a look at the 5 minutes. Oh, 5 minute is really bad. The previous 5 minute candle came all the way down and rejected the low. The current 5 minute candle also came all the way down and rejected these prices. And it's about to close in 25 seconds. So if this candle closes like this, the next candle might just go down to fill the wick over here and move down. But if the next 5 minute candle break the high of this 5 minute candle, then that's a really bad thing to happen, because at that point this will become a support and it can move up. So let's just hope that this 5 minute candle closes like this, and the current 5 minute candle break respect the high and break the low of the previous 5 minute candle. Otherwise it will be a bad thing to happen. Yeah, this should be breaking the low. Once that happens, it should be moving down. But it can also reject these prices. Yeah, it's doing the same. Because these small time frames tells us inside, basically tells us that what's happening inside the bigger time frames, whether the bigger time frame will be moving into our favor or not, whether you can hold the trade for much longer or not. So this basically tells us that. Okay, it just broke the low, I think. Yeah, it just broke the low. Now with volume it should be continue moving down. Yeah, it should be. Oh, again rejection. And this rejection is huge. Not nice. 'If this candle is rejecting the lower prices, then this can break the high of the previous candle now. I really want this 5 minute candle to stay strong bearish, but $15 candle is also about to close in 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. 15 minute will be closing, and I think it will be closing a weak bullish. Let's go to 15 minutes. So now exact 1 minute is left over here for this 15-minute to close. Let's see how this 15-minute will be closing. I really want this candle to close a weak bullish candle so that the next 15-minute candle can wake up and go down and break the low of this 15-minute candle. 30 seconds remaining over here. It just need to maintain its price like this for the next 30 seconds, and finally it should be closing a weak bullish. That will be another sign for us that the next candle can move down. Last 20 seconds remaining at this point. Alright, so this candle just closed a weak bullish candle like I wanted. So now this current 15-minute candle should respect the high of the previous 15-minute candle. If that happens and this current 15-minute candle go down to test the wicks from the left and fill the wicks, it can really continue moving down. But for that it really need to respect the high of the previous 15-minute. Let's see. Oh, it just broke that. Really bad. So now I'm gonna close everything at break even once it reaches break even. There is extremely high volatility in the market. The price is moving just up and down really fast. Close everything at this point. So I closed everything at break even. Let me just show you. Look here. Took a sell trade and closed everything at break even. It went down 7.5, 8 pips, but it didn't make it to 10 pips. Now this can be a liquidity grab as well. But anyways, now I'm not gonna try to take a trade in this EuroCAD for now. It might move down again, but I like the way it's moving. This thing shows that there is no volume in the EuroCAD. So let's just wait for a better opportunity. I think cells should be great cells should be below this area in EuroCAD. The range is about 33 pips. Nice. So this whole area is just a no trade zone. Cells can be below this area as well, but the range is almost just 10 pips. So I don't like that. Because if you minus spreads from your 10 pips of TP and commissions, you will get nothing, like only 7, 8 pips. So just wait for the market to move. So trade 1 EuroCAD sells at break even. Yeah, Saranj, it was really a bad bad trade over here. The trade was not bad actually. The trade was good. It's just the market volume is really bad right now. Our analysis, your analysis, and my analysis over here was pretty good, but and the market did moved our way, but at the end of the day, volume matters, and there was no volume right now. So this trade idea goes to Saransh over here. So it was really a good idea to close everything at break even, because now look, the market is moving up. Because if EuroCAD wants to go to 10 pips down, then it will not just take this much of time. It will go to 10 pips in few minutes, right? So we were waiting in this trade since I think 30 to 40 minutes, and it was not moving just 10 pips in those 30 to 40 minutes. So this means that there is no volume, and finally it just reversed back. So it was a really best idea, good idea to close everything at break even. Now look, it just went all the way up. Yeah, exactly. That's why I closed everything at break even. Because what happens is that it went in 7.5 pips, so trader starts to think that it might go in drawdown a little bit, and after that it will go to my way. But the thing is, that's not the case. The market just gave you greed by going into your 7.5 pips or 8 pips of in your direction. So now the trader becomes greedy at that point. So now it waits for the trade or the market to turn in its way by also facing some of the drawdown. He takes the drawdown, and what happens finally is he finally ends up in losing everything in that particular trade, because he trusted the market, or he just got emotional about his trade. So that's what happens in most of the cases. But we need to be very, very stay calm and stay focused, and we should know what's happening over here in the market. We should be practical at every point. Like, okay, so it went down in 7.8 pips. Think of this like that. Okay, the market went in 7.5 to 8 pips. So now there is no chance that it will be going up. I have seen EuroCAD like from so many days, so many months, and I have seen when EuroCAD wants to go somewhere, then it will be going to that way, and in that in a few minutes, right? So now in this case, it went in 7.5 to 8 pips, but at the end, it's retracing back all the way. that's a really good indication that you should be now getting out of your trade and closing everything at break even to save yourself to getting stopped out. That's what I did. That's why I chose to close everything at break even. No, Saransh, that's not the case. Like, there are many ideas which are worth nothing. Like, in those ideas, we might not make money. But the thing is, did it followed your analysis? Did the market went your way? Yes, it did went our way. It did not went 10 pips, but it did went our way like 8 pips. So that's a worth. That's the worth of that idea. So don't ever think of any idea like that. It's not worth it or something like that. Because if you will starts to think like that about your own ideas, then you will be facing some confidence issues in the coming few days about your own ideas, because you are not uh, praising your ideas or praising your knowledge or gains. So just make sure that you don't do that. Nishal is saying, I was not confident with the Eurocat trade as market move without bottom wick. Yeah, Nishal, but it went down almost in 8 pips. And if I would have just took the trade over here when this candle broke the low, it would have just gave me 10 pips. So sometimes there is no probability, like, and one more thing I want to mention to everybody, that especially in Eurocad, if a previous candle didn't close with no wick, then it's not like that it won't be moving in that direction, right? In Eurocad especially, the market move in the same direction in like 70 to 75% of the times. So in Eurocad, especially in Eurocad's case, it's not like that. Okay, so you just need to wait how to crack this. So what you can do is you can just wait for a candle to create a higher wick like this candle did, and wait for the that candle to break average of wicks to the left. So my average was this wick plus this wick. So this was the average for me, but I waited for a little bit more longer. Why? To be more confident, I waited for this candle to break this low. Okay, so that was the confirmation for me. So in Eurocad's case, it's different. And I'm really happy that we closed everything at break even. Otherwise, a losing day was about to start. Okay, everybody. So, 30-minute candle is about to close in GBP/JPY. So, if the current 30-minute candle closes below this area, then we have a range of about 19 to 20 pips. So, I think that will be a great selling opportunity for us. And EuroCAD is just gone away. Okay. But there was no range. There is no range actually. Let me just go back to 30 minutes. Yeah, there is no range now in EuroCAD to trade, because above this area we don't have a range, and yeah, I think best buys will be above this area in EuroCAD. Okay, so this candle closed like a strong bearish, and this candle is retracing back up over here in EuroCAD. If this candle breaks this high, then yeah, there is no range in EuroCAD. In GBP/JPY, stops will be really big. Let's go to 15 minutes. Okay, so EuroCAD is about to break the high, but there's no range, so that's why we cannot take any trade. Alright, so in JPY we have two resistance formed over here, like one is over here and the second one is over here, and now it's about to break the low of the previous 4 hour candle, right? That means there's a very high chance that this might go all the way down, and 1 hour candle can also break the low of the previous 1 hour and go all the way down to this level, because it has now come down below this lower trend line. So that's what I am thinking over here, that I might take a sell trade once this candle break this low, by keeping stops at maybe at 15 minutes, because the stops will be really big in the 1 hour. So that's why. So in 13 minutes there will be NYSE open. Let's see where the market will be heading towards. Daily is also coming down right now. Yeah, weekly is also coming down. I think it should be continue moving down. Let's just check what will be the target area over here in EuroCAD. Hmm. It's 21 pips, which is really nice. So I'm gonna wait for a candle to close above 1.44405. Still got 7 minutes over here, and let's see. So 30 minutes, sorry, 6 minutes left for 30-minute candle to close. soon. All right, so look here, Eurocat 30 minutes just closed like this. 1 hour is still moving. Let's just quickly go to the left because I think it will be moving up, but 1 hour always rejected this area, and I'm gonna find a area for impulse trade. I think this should be the area. Yeah. So as this candle over here, the previous 30-minute candle closed like a strong bullish candle, but with no wick on the top, obviously. So I'm gonna wait for the market to move up, and over here I'm gonna wait for the market to break above this area to execute a buy trade. Because the way it's moving right now, it's really huge volume inside it. So if I calculate the range is about 15, 16, 17 pips, which is really good, and my stops will be around 7-8 pips. So it's really nice to take a trade over here. And if we talk about GBP JPY sells, then we have then at this point I'm gonna switch to 1 hour, and I'm gonna wait for this 1 hour candle to break the low of the previous 1 hour or below this price over here, these wicks. I think yes. So once this candle break this wick, I'm gonna take a sell in GBP JPY. But obviously Eurocat trade is much more, probability is there much more in Eurocat trade to move up. So I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna ready with my accounts. Also I'm gonna look at okay. Also I'm gonna look at these time frames over here. Yeah, Eurocat is now breaking the high of the previous daily candle. it can really move up. Also, let's check GBP JPY. Yeah, I really think it's time for GJ to move down. So I'm gonna keep an eye on both. I'm gonna keep an eye over here. Alright, everybody. There is New York Stock Exchange open at this point. So now we can expect good movement in the market. So we have been streaming since 2 hours 13 minutes right now and just found out one single opportunity which we took. But that was also a break-even opportunity. So let's see if this candle breaks this price over here and continue moving down or not. So guys, we need to be very very careful. If anybody is trying to take this trade with me, then just make sure that if the market rejects these wicks, quickly close your trade, some of the parts of your trade. So over here in EuroCAD, this candle went down, created a lower wick, and now if it goes up, break the high, it should be moving up. I think EuroCAD is a more good option to take than GBP JPY right now. Okay, so here GBP JPY is moving up, which I don't like. But anyways, at least we are not in this trade. Otherwise, it would have just trapped us. And if we talk about EuroCAD, then it just stuck over here. We have extremely good clean range in EuroCAD actually. Okay guys, get ready over here. Oh, the 15-minute candle just closed with no wick. Today, EuroCAD, every candle is just closing with no wick. But the 15-minute candle closed above this zone and it really closed nicely. I think yes, if we if this 15-minute candle breaks this price over here, then yes, we can take the trade. So I'm gonna wait for that. And the stops are also not that big. So I'm gonna just wait for that. So in this trade guys, I'm taking the trade in 15 minutes and I'm giving the stops. Sorry, I'll taking the trade according to the 30 minutes. Okay, and I'll be giving the stops according to the 15 minutes. Get ready. Now anytime it can just break that price and can move up, or if it wants to move down, then it should be moving down from this area only. That's why I kept this price far away from these levels, because earlier whenever the market came down, these were the levels. Oh, GBP is also moving down. So I'm gonna wait for this 1 hour to close first. Yeah, 1 hour is also having just 12 minutes left over here. GBP is moving down, but I'm gonna wait over here for GBP because the reason is it can it can just reject the support level. Get ready everybody, get ready. Get ready everybody. I just took a buy trade over here in EuroCAD, keeping stops at low of the current 15 minutes. Actually not below the low of the current 15 minutes, below the low of the previous 15 minutes. So long position took over here. 1.44458. 1.44458 is this price over here, and this will be 10 pips. and the stops are kept at the low of the previous 15-minute candle. Let's see. Sell didn't work out for us. Let's see if buy will work out or not. Look, all the previous candles were failed to break this price, but this candle broke this price, right? So with volume, like NYSE volume can really push the price all the way up. That I really think. If that will not happen, then I don't think that it will be moving up, because it might just come down then. So let's see. So according to as far as the risk management is concerned, if this candle break its own low, I'm gonna close half of the trade at in 5 pips. Let's see if it this will be around, yes, 5 6 pips. But right now market really needs to push the price all the way up. Yeah, we have this clean range over here. I think once this 4-hour candle starts to move up with volume, then it will be moving all the way up, because now it's breaking all the highs of the previous candles. It's really difficult for this candle to maintain its price above, but if it really wants to move up, if it really wants to go up and start a buy trend, then it should be moving all the way up. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour looks good. Yeah, it looks good. 30-minute also looks good. Daily is also looking good. But there are so many rejections over here, which can only be passed away with volume. So profit has been started over here. I'm in 1 pip of profit right now. Let's see how this candle will go. So this 15-minute candle will be closing in the next 6 minutes. So in the next 6 minutes, if this candle just go all the way up, then I think then the next candle will also continue moving up. So running in 1.6 pips profit over here. Because now this candle is having clean range to the left. Yeah. Okay, here we go. 2.6 pips touched. So once it crosses above 5 pips, I'm gonna shift the stops below the low of the current 15 minutes. Right now it has touched 3 pips. Oh, GBP is moving down. Look here. Yeah, it's getting far away. daily candle and the 4-hour as well. Nice. So 5 pips touched at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift the stops below the low of the current 15 minutes, which is at 1.44396. 1.44396. Because now the market has gone far away from this rejection zones, right? So there is a possibility that market might continue moving up, because I'm not anticipating now the market to move down to this low. So that's why, because market has already moved half of the half of the price of the TP. So that's why. So with volume it can really push the price all the way up, but for that it really needs to move fast. So in 4 minutes market will be closing, 15-minute candle will be closing. Also that will be the close of the 1 hour as well. 6 pips touched over here. I think with volume it can really push the price to 10-11 pips, and this will be around 15-16 pips. Right now running in 7 pips of profit. Really nice to see the 4-hour candle is now finally moving up. 7.2 pips running up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close 50% at 10 pips. Right now running in 7 pips. $7.1 pips touched over here. Come on, EuroCAD. I know you can do this. You can go to 10 pips straight. So in 2 minutes this candle will be closing. Don't you think we need some retracement? No, Nishchal, I really don't think so, because the way EuroCAD is showing volume right now, it has really a potential to move up, and this is also New York Stock Exchange open time also. So the high volume is expected in this time frame, or in this particular time. Okay, 7.8 pips touched right now. Come on. 8.1 at this point. Come on, 9 point something I saw. Okay, this candle will be closing in, running in 9 pips right now. Come on. 10 more seconds. Let's see how this 15-minute will be closing. Alright, so 15-minute closed a strong candle, like a strong candle, and closed 50% at this point, and keeping the stops at break even. So congratulations everybody who just made profit in this trade. Right now I'm running with 50% capacity of the trade. I closed 50% in 10 pips. Let me just show you. Look over here. So this was the trade. I closed 50% at 10 pips. Because of the spreads, I got only this much in this lot. So now this is the half of the trade running right now. Oh, 15 minute is now rejecting. I'm glad I booked some profits. Oh, I think this candle will be hitting the break even. Oh, come on, man. Running in 8 pips again. Nice. So now I'm gonna wait for the market to reach this area. Running in 16 pips already. I have closed another half from this trade at 16 pips. Now let's see if it goes above this level or not. Yeah, it's going up. Because now we have this whole clean range to cover up. I think I can extend the TP to this level 1 point. Let me just see. Okay. This level over here, 1.44829. That will be around 40 pips. So let's see if the market goes up to 40 pips or not. Now we have nothing to lose. Already running in 17 pips right now. One point 44828. If I'll get that 40 pips, then it will be really great. Okay guys, I'm gonna call it a day over here. So I hope those who made some profits with me, they enjoyed it, and just do not overtrade, do not over risk. Let's just see where GBP went. Okay, so GBP went all the way down like we expected it to go. But why I didn't took this trade, the only reason is EuroCAD was more promising than GBP JPY. So that was the only reason. Otherwise, I was about to take this trade over here. Now this is 17 pips. Otherwise, I would have just took this trade over here. Right now, this is also 16 pips. So from here to here, at any point, it would be a profitable trade. It would have been a profitable trade. But obviously, I'm gonna go for those trades which is more promising. So yeah. Now I'm gonna wait for the market to reach this TP. If not, then it will be hitting the break even, which I'm really okay with, because I have already made decent amount of profits over here today. So yes, I'm gonna call it a day right now, and take care everybody. Have a great day. Let's meet tomorrow with new trades, new analysis. Goodbye everyone.